I'm a Republican, but I did not vote for Donald Trump. So before I say this, I want to make myself perfectly clear why I didn't vote for Donald Trump. The reason why I could not vote for Donald Trump is the hyperbole. And let's call hyperbole what it really is. It's this flat out lying. And I wasn't about to fucking vote for that guy after watching him say this bullshit about Barack Obama, you know, not being a citizen, not being born in this country. At first, when I first heard it, I was like, really? Is that true? And he kept throwing it in, throwing it in, throwing it in. Finally, he says that no, that isn't true. But I mean, he was on TV saying all kinds of lies. He was saying that he had people in Hawaii, you know, all kinds of shit. It was all lies. That was my first thing where I was like, this guy just fucking lies and doesn't care. And since he's been president, it's continued. It wasn't, and that's what I thought would happen. People are like, he's going to change when he becomes president. I'm like, no, he's not. That's pathological. So it isn't hyperbole. It's just flat out lying. So I am a Republican. I did not vote for him. I have friends that are Democrats. I have friends that are Republicans. I want to talk about my friends that are Republicans. I've noticed something, and this is all of them sort of say the same thing. I'll be talking about politics, and all of them state the same thing, which is, well, I just sort of stopped watching the news, or I stopped reading the paper. I'm looking at him going, why? Why would you do that? You know, I don't want to give him too much shit. I don't. But it's just strange that all of them just stop watching the news. It's like they want to bury their head in the sand. I was talking to my friend last night, right? I've known her for years, another Republican. And so I was sort of asking, what is the deal? She's just happy that the economy's doing good. This is somebody that does, you know, like accounting, taxes, that kind of shit. But same thing. She said the same thing. Like, I just have stopped reading the newspaper. I don't really care. The economy's doing good. I honestly, you know, watching this whole fiasco and everything, I think the economy is not, it doesn't have anything to do with Trump. Trump can say whatever. Usually before, when a president would say something, it would move markets. It doesn't really affect the markets, or not that much, usually. It's just strange. It's like, there's obviously issues, there's problems going on, and I think they know that there's issues with this guy, but they're like, well, that's the guy that I voted for, and you know, my friend, she said to me this effect. She said, you know, I said, I hate him. I can't even look at him. He makes me sick. And she goes, well, you own guns, right? And I said, yeah, I've been a member of the NRA for, you know, since I was like 6 years old. But there's more to life than the NRA. You know what I'm saying? If this small group that I'm talking about, if that's sort of like indicative of the larger group of Republicans that back Trump, like they're not listening to the news, they just don't care. This is a huge problem. There really is something going on. There's an investigation going on, and it isn't bullshit. It isn't bullshit. It's real. It's real, and it's about the Trump campaign getting help from a foreign government, which is outrageous. It's outrageous. If you're a Republican and you know you're still backing Trump, and you are not paying attention to the news, you really don't have any reason to say anything either way. You don't know what's going on? I've had people say stuff underneath my videos that's outrageous. Like when the AG came out and said something, Trump came out after that, says, see, there's no collusion, I was vindicated. Well, no, he wasn't. But see, if somebody hears that, oh, he was vindicated, you know, because you're not watching the news, you don't know. But the AG's report was about Clinton's emails. That's what it was about. It had nothing to do with the Russian investigation, nothing. But Trump just starts saying, you know, see, I'm vindicated, all this shit. He's a fucking liar. Man, anybody that sees this, that you're listening to Trump and you're still backing him, I'm telling you, it's looking real fucked up. And if you're like everybody else in the back of your mind, you're like, I just don't want to watch the news, I don't want to read the paper anymore, then there's something wrong there that you, what? Is your gut telling you that, yeah, he is a liar and there might be something going on, but you don't want to know because you're making money in your 401k or what, you know? There's more to life than money. There is. If you're not watching the news, you should really start, because you're going to wake up one day. I don't know if this is what happened with Nixon, but Nixon had pretty good numbers, I think better than Trump's numbers, until he came out and resigned. You know, we're going to impeach you, and then he came out and resigned, and then, you know, the truth was out. He is a crook. I mean, is that what's going on here with Trump, too? Like, you voted for him, and you just can't face the facts that, like, maybe you made a mistake, and maybe you voted for somebody that cheated. I did sports as a kid. Cheating is not fucking cool. It's not. I don't care if it's sports or politics. If you cheated, if he cheated with a foreign government, I see it as treasonous. And I think that, that other people feel the same way. We got to find out, no matter how long it takes for Mueller to get through this, but really, you should start watching the news. And if you're watching Sean Hannity or something like that, that's opinionated shit that's just crazy shit, Rudy Giuliani shit, you know? Stuff's just being made up. Like, well, let's just throw some shit up on a wall and let's see how much something will stick. That's what Trump's doing. And he's still continuously lying. It's unbelievable. Every one of my friends that I've talked to over the last couple months and brought up politics, they all said, well, I'm not really following the news anymore. Really? You should. Everybody should be paying attention to this. We have a real problem. I'm a Republican, man. I'm telling you. There's a problem down there in the White House. It's a real fucking issue. You know, this whole thing with him and Putin, do you understand that that's going on? Like, it's real weird. It's real weird shit. Doesn't it bother you that he's telling our allies to fuck off, but, like, he wants to buddy up with Putin? Kim, you know? That's a horrible person that has had people, his own family members shot. He lets his people eat dirt, and then we have a president that's sitting there just saying that, oh yeah, he's real creative, he's a good negotiator. Just shut the fuck up, Trump. And that's what I'm saying to you, the Republican that sees this. If you're not watching the news, I mean real news, reading the paper, watching the news, watch other channels other than Fox. Just shut the fuck up. Because you don't know what's going on. I'm telling you, we got a big problem, okay? From one Republican to another. And I'm almost sure that Russian bots will see this. There'll be crap underneath this. And I'm sure that there's a moron that's going to, you know, Trump 2020. It might not work out like you think. You might wake up and you might, you know, Mueller might be taking the papers over, and there we go. Trump's going to be impeached. I'm just telling you, it's a very, very distinct possibility. We got problems here, and this did not help. Trump did not help. He's making everything worse.